welcome to Tiny Builds, where I build Lego and ramble about barely related things. If you haven't watched one of these videos before, I'm Rita, and I like to build things. Lego. I like to build Lego. As promised on my last video, promise is a strong word. As I said on the last video, I was going to do the Stormtrooper Helmet, and here it is. Today I'm building the Stormtrooper Helmet from what I'm going to call the Helmet series. I don't think they actually have a name for it. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna call it the Helmet series because it's just helmets. Which also includes the Batman cowl, which I've built in this channel, so please go check it out if you haven't yet. And the Darth Vader helmet, which I've yet to build. And also a few more, but mostly Star Wars helmets. If there's also a Star-Lord helmet, and I think that's the only one that's not Star Wars right now, because the Batman ones are retired. Yeah, so it's mostly Star Wars helmets, which is good because, Star Wars has a lot of different helmets. But since I'm doing a Stormtrooper helmet, this also means that I'm actually doing a Star Wars related video on Star Wars Day. I think this is going to be released on May 4th. So, I'm finally learning to time things properly. Yay! Other than this, the only thing that I've released on a specific time has been the, the Advent calendar ones on Christmas. So we're getting there. And this is, as mentioned, there's a few retired ones, like the Batman ones, and this one is also retired. So unfortunately, you cannot get the specific Stormtrooper helmet anymore from the LEGO website. I got this a couple of years ago. Don't ask me exactly when, I haven't looked for it. And I filmed it at least a year ago. I wrote at least a year ago. I'm pretty sure it's been 2 years now. Yeah, I think it's been 2 years now. But I filmed it, and then I got distracted with building and editing other sets, videos, and this kind of fell into the back burner. But here it is now, finally. It's been dug up from the dungeon that's been locked in, screaming for freedom. If you are a fan of Star Wars, this is a great set. The helmets in the franchise are so iconic and so recognizable, it is impossible to mistake it as something. Even though the context of the rest of the suit and the rest of the body, I mean, who doesn't want a Star Wars helmet? They're amazing, aren't they? Anyone can tell a Stormtrooper helmet. Anybody. And even if you can tell exactly if it's a Stormtrooper, it's that's from Star Wars. For those less familiar with the films, they're not just films, they're part of regular pop culture now. You don't need anything else. That's a Stormtrooper. That's the Nazis from Star Wars. Nazi-like. Inspiration. They took inspiration from. I'm going to edit that out probably. And again, since there are so many of them and also distinct from each other, if you get all of them, it could be a rather impressive, unique collection. Have all of these Star Wars helmets displayed next to each other. I think that'd be quite cool. There's other different types of Stormtroopers, different colors, which I think these are different ranks. There's also one of Leia's helmet from when she saved Han from the 3rd movie. And there's a few others that I don't remember the name right now, but I can picture it in my head. But there's quite a few. There's also, I think there's a Snow Trooper or a Scout Trooper one. Something like that. So they're so varied, and I don't think they've done all of them, so they're probably going to release a few others. I don't think they've done the helmets for the New Empire, which is not called the New Empire, it's called the New Order, isn't it? First Order. Something Order. I swear I've seen the films. So if you I think, again, the helmets are such a recognizable part of the franchise if you're a big fan of Star Wars. think getting all of them would be a really cool collection. The classic Stormtrooper is of course an icon of incompetence. They're terrible shooters, like honestly, dudes, get your shit together. I shouldn't swear. Oh well. But they're known, the Stormtroopers are known for not being able to shoot anything, which is amazing because they're clones, or at least from the Empire, they're clones specifically made for this, so it's really all the other people's fault. It's not their fault. They're not to blame. But this set is anything but filled with incompetence. It's so good. The proportions are really good. It's small. It doesn't take too much space, but it's also not like disproportionate. The proportions are really good. It's still detailed. Obviously, the Star Wars, the Stormtrooper helmet doesn't have a shit ton of detail. It's quite simple in its design, but you can obviously tell, okay, that's a Stormtrooper. There's, you know, not like looking, it's like, oh, after a while, like, oh, that's what it is. No, you can, right away you can tell that's the Stormtrooper helmet. And also the plaque at bottom helps. But without it, you can still tell what it is. So it's good. You can easily fit it in a shelf. So it's compact, you can fit it anywhere. Even if you're not a Star Wars, or not a Star Wars, if you're not a Lego fan, but you're a Star Wars fan, you can still fit this easily like in your collection, in a shelf. It's mostly white, so it's like super discreet. So you can put it in a living room and doesn't take too much attention. So I think it's white, everything white. Is that still in? Is that still a thing? I think so, like minimalist decoration style vibe thing. That fits quite well. You know, next to a few books. It's good. You don't enter, if you display this somewhere, you don't enter the room. It's like, oh well, that's a huge, gigantic Lego. Like, seriously, the Millenium Falcon could never. So if you're not like a huge fan of Lego, or you like your collectibles like blend in with the rest of your decoration in your place, I think this is a very good choice. Mine is of course displayed with the other gigantic Star Wars sets, so this doesn't exactly apply to me, but oh well. So I lost my train of thought. What was I? Oh, okay. What should I do for the next video? There's a few options. I could do the orchids? Is it more than one? The orchid set that I haven't built yet. It's gorgeous. I got it because there was one displayed in the Lego store at Leicester Square, and I thought it was really cute. So I have that. Also, I like to point out that on this set, somehow, several times I got shit wrong. I had to like pull stuff apart and then put it back again because I kept doing things wrong, which is honestly embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm like 23 on this. I should know how to build Lego without putting stuff wrong constantly. I do this. I mean, you see my videos, so I do this every time. Even when I'm not focused on anything else, so I still do this. It's honestly, it's an embarrassment. Fucking hell. Okay. Also, I should probably explain something. You probably noticed I changed wardrobe twice. The first one, I don't know why. I changed it to pajama top. I don't know, I guess I feel like as I'm at home, might as well be as comfortable as I can, even though it's still a t-shirt. Okay, whatever. But now I'm wearing a sweater. Or a sweatshirt. A sweater? A jumper. I'm wearing a jumper. That's the word. Right now I'm wearing a jumper with a picture of the set that's sitting on the floor behind me.
Coincidence? I think not!
I'm pretty sure I chose that jumper. That's the reason I chose that jumper. But here's the thing. So I started building this Lego on the last day on my vacation. So I got halfway through and then I had to start packing everything so I could go catch a flight back to the UK. So I couldn't quite finish it. And really, it was my fault. I didn't plan that well. So obviously I didn't bring the Lego to me. The Lego with me to the UK. I left it in my parents' home. So it's set and finished for 3 months because then I came back for Christmas and that's when I finished it. So it's not because like from one day to another like started being really cold. It wasn't that. It's sad and finished. It was just one day to the other. It's sad and finished like 3 months, which is honestly quite sad. It is very sad. I know. Yeah, you had to wait quite a bit. Like, had to wait for Christmas, so to be a whole Lego set to be the way it was meant to be, it was not finished. Have you seen that Grey's Anatomy on last episode of Christina Yang when she goes through the whole episode? Doesn't feels finished. It's not finished. And I'm not finished. That's just picture the Stormtrooper just yelling that as I leave back to UK. I'm not finished. It's not finished. Where are you going? But it is what it is. I have a limited amount of holiday. So if some of the sets are here, which a lot of them are, I have a limited amount to fill them and build them. And I haven't actually been bringing my camera kit with me. So all the bigger sets that I've done recently has just been for like personal enjoyment, like Rivendell, which go see pictures of it on my Instagram, Rita_Grillo. So that's Rita_GRILO. I know how to spell my name as well. So yeah, I've been building bigger sets. I also built the Yoda that's on my shirt and in the box on the floor behind me, and this holiday that I'm in right now. But I haven't filmed it. I didn't put a picture. I put it as a story, so you can not see that one. But oh well. Anyway, speaking of Grey's Anatomy, which is very important, it's one of my favorite series in the fucking world. It is great. What do you guys listen or watch while building Lego? Do you do anything while you're building Lego? Because I don't like silence. I'm constantly listening to series or podcasts or music. I fall asleep listening to whatever series I feel like every fucking day because I don't like silence. So do you guys listen to anything? If so, comment down below with what you watch or podcast/music that you listen to while you're building Lego. Tell me, recommend me stuff. Tell me what's up. Alright, what should I build for next one? There's an arcade one. I also have a Ferrari car that's like, I think it's supposed to be a replica of like the old endurance cars. I'm not sure, but it's a Ferrari car. It's part of the Technic, the race champions. So I could do that. I also have, since I've built Rivendell this past week. I'm on a bit of a Lord of the Rings kick, and I've also bought the brickheads with Gandalf and Balrog. Yes, I think I said it right. So I have those. I haven't built brickheads in a very long time, actually. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I haven't done the brickheads in a long time. I don't know. I guess you'll see. I mean, in like 3 months, because I'm not consistent with videos at all. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me build the Stormtrooper Helmet. If you like this video and think you might like my other videos, please go check them out. Like I said, I built the Batman cowl a few months ago. More recently, my last video was, the Batmobile Penguin Chase. I've also done the Disney Castle, a small one. So there's a few ones that you can see. Please, if you like it, also leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to share with your friends. Have a great day, May the fourth be with you.